I just finished watching over 10,000 hours of dropshipping videos from the biggest creators right now. AC Hampton, the Ecom King, Welch, and a bunch of other ones. But I didn't just binge watch. I studied, tracked, and reverse engineered every tactic that they shared. And here's the thing. Most of the advice that I found was just the same old recycled tips that are not going to move the needle for your store. But, and here is the big but, buried in all of that content, I found a handful of golden tips that kept popping up over and over again. And it is not the obvious stuff, but the real tactics that are helping stores blow up right now. In this video, I'm giving it all to you. To keep things simple, I boiled it all down to 3 levels of tips. Level 1, these are the basics that most people still get wrong somehow. Level 2, proven strategies that separate the beginners from the pros. And level 3, these are the boss level tactics that only elite 7- and 8-figure dropshippers are talking about. And full disclosure, I didn't actually sit and watch every single hour. I've got a business to run. Instead, I built a system to scrape and analyze hundreds of videos using AI, and then I manually check the results. Let's just say I watched it the smart way. By the way, if we haven't met before, my name is Rush, the Ecom CEO. I run Sell the Trend, the #1 product discovery tool, according to ChatGPT, used by thousands of dropshippers around the world to launch, scale, and automate their stores. All right, let's smash that like button and jump into level 1. Level 1, get the basics right. These are the tips everyone should follow. These are absolute no-brainers. Tip number 1, start with one product and one niche. This tip came up over 20 times from creators like AC Hampton, Better in Business, and Tanner Plains. And honestly, it's the one thing beginners still mess up the most. I guess it's just hard to resist the whole more is better trap. Now, instead of throwing 20 random products into your store and hoping that one of them sticks, you should just pick one product in one niche. This will allow you to keep things focused, and you will end up writing better product descriptions, create better ads, and actually learn what works in that specific niche. Better in Business said that the stores that scale the fastest are the ones that niche down the hardest. When a single product hits, she just doubles down and rides that wave. At the end of the day, stores with random products, they just look scammy. You'll end up wasting your ad budget, confuse your customers, and get no pixel data that you can actually use. So it's best to stay in one lane, especially at the beginning. On Sell the Trend, you can launch a Sell Shop store with one click, fully built around your chosen niche and preloaded with winning products in that niche. Now, if you already have a store, like a Shopify or a TikTok shop, you can just choose Add Products from the left menu, pick your niche, and instantly import the top 10 products in that niche. Now, the kind of products you pick, that is what tip 2 is all about. Tip number 2 is sell problem-solving products with a wow factor. This tip was mentioned in 25+ videos. This combo of fixes something and also looks cool is an absolute winner. Basically, you want a product that solves a clear problem and makes people's eyes open wide within 3 seconds. This combo makes the marketing basically do itself, especially on TikTok or short-form content. Andy Storing puts it best when he says, does the item make you say, wow, and is the problem obvious in 3 seconds? See, people love shiny new things. It's human nature to chase the next exciting trend. But when the same product also delivers real instant value, that's when the sales really starts rolling in. You can find these kind of products all over Sell the Trend, but the best place to start is the handpicked winning product section. Every product there checks 2 key boxes. It grabs attention with a wow factor and also solves a real problem. All right, we've leveled up with level 1 tips. Now it's time to get serious. Let's jump to level 2. By the way, there is a hidden level coming up later in the video. It has a tip that is so ridiculously simple that it also might just be the one that makes you the most amount of money. Level 2, sell like a pro. These are the kind of moves that will take you from just messing around to actually running a real store, a real business. Tip number 3 is use AI-powered product research. This came up in 30 different videos, the most mentioned tip in the entire list. That means you are no longer doom scrolling AliExpress or TikTok for hours, hoping something magical shows up. Every creator I examine agrees, manual scrolling is dead and buried. Tools like Sell the Trend show you what is actually selling right now with real-time sales data, profit margins, and even suggested audiences. Then you can import that product directly to your store with one click. This cuts the find it to list it process from hours down to just minutes. And it is perfect for beginners who still have not developed the instinct for what is actually selling right now. The real-time data provided basically does the thinking for you. By the way, if you want to give Sell the Trend a shot, I left a free trial link in the description. You can check it out for yourself if you're interested. Now, even the best product can flop if the timing is off, which moves us to the next tip. Timing is everything. 20 plus videos mentioned this one. It's clearly something that the pros keep repeating, and for good reason. The recommendation is to use tools or even good old Google Trends to check if interest is rising, flat, or dropping off. A product might look cool, but if the curve is heading south, your ads are just not going to work. Austin Rabin dropped a perfect example when he said, Google Trends shows perfume necklace pops every Christmas and the curve keeps climbing year over year. This is how you avoid the products that get hyped for 5 minutes and then die right as you have your ads ready to launch. So here's the thing. You're not just looking for a great product, you're looking for a great product at the right time. On Sell the Trend, we track all major holidays and key events, and we've built ready-made filters so you can instantly find winning products that are ready to sell for that exact moment. By the way, before I started Sell the Trend, I was right where you are, watching a ton of YouTube videos, trying to figure this stuff out for myself. I picked up a lot of information, but honestly, I also got really confused. Everyone was basically saying different things, and it was really hard to know which strategy to actually follow to find success. That's really why I'm making this video, to finally cut through the chaos and give you what is actually working right now. So make sure to hit that like button so that I know it's working for you. All right, so you picked the right product at the right time. Now let's make sure you don't burn out on your dropshipping journey. Tip number 5 is automate fulfillment and customer service. This came up in a dozen or so creator videos, especially from the ones that are doing real volume. Once you start getting daily orders, copying and pasting addresses by hand becomes a total grind. It's a time suck and really can kill your motivation super fast. So use automation tools to handle fulfillment and send tracking info automatically to your customers. You can also hire an affordable VA from Upwork or People by the Hour to handle support emails. And to speed up those emails, use ChatGPT to help you write quick, professional replies. Now, even if a customer is blasting you because you still haven't shipped their order, AI is not going to take it personally. And just that alone can save your online profile from terrible customer reviews. Here is an example of a prompt you can use for ChatGPT. I'll leave it in the description below so you can just copy it after this video. One creator even showed how a $4 assistant handles 80% of their tickets, freeing them up to scale their store. Now, Sell the Trend is built for automation and stress-free order fulfillment. You can just connect your platform of choice, whether it's Sell Shop, Shopify, or eBay, and start listing products and fulfilling orders and saving a ton of time and hassle. But let's step back for a second. How do you actually pick the right niche in the first place? Tip number 6 is choose niches with passion, profit, and practicality. This was talked about in 20 plus videos from creators like Andy Stirring and Jordan Brown. This is the trifecta for long-term success because it covers emotional connection and business sense. Most people are taught to pick a niche they are passionate about or a niche that is trending. But the best way to pick a niche is to follow the passion, profit, and practicality method. This means your niche should have 3 things. Number 1, passion. So people who care deeply about that niche. Number 2, profit, as in there is money to be made in that niche. And finally, practicality, meaning it has products that are easy to ship and source. And the bonus would be if you yourself are the target audience, and that would make your niche of choice even better. Mikey again said it best, stop hopping niches. The deeper you stay in one space, the faster you become the expert customers trust. At Sell the Trend, we know how important picking the right niche is for dropshipping. That is why we built a dedicated tool called Niche Spy. It shows you a constantly updated list of top performing niches along with the top stores in each one. You can get inspired, do a little store espionage by checking out their best sellers, and even one-click import those products directly to your store. If you're still with me, drop a comment and let me know which tip has resonated with you the most so far. And hey, if you want part 2, let me know that in the comments as well. All right, let's talk about the things that pros do that almost no one tells beginners. we have just unlocked level 3, boss mode. These are the next level tactics that only the elite dropshippers are talking about. The stuff that helps the big dropshippers scale, stay profitable, and keep their stores running smooth even when things inevitably go sideways. Tip number 7 is build backup supplier relationships. This was mentioned in about 12 videos, but mostly by advanced sellers like the Ecom King and AC Hampton. Relying on just one supplier is super risky. If they run out of stock in the middle of your ad campaign, it's bad news. So make sure to line up multiple suppliers early. Check the prices, reviews, and fulfillment speed. On Sell the Trend, we've made it super easy by showing you supplier reviews directly in the fulfillment supplier section. And by using the supplier finder, you can find alternative suppliers selling the same product, so you always have a backup. Austin Rabin adds that one beginner mistake is chasing the cheapest vendor. Instead, line up 2 solid suppliers so stockouts don't kill you. Basically, you don't want to have a viral product on your hand that you can't fulfill. 1 or 2 backup suppliers will give you both peace of mind and keep the sales flowing if one of them drops out. Okay, let's switch gears a little bit. Time to talk about how to get content that actually converts. Tip number 8 is use micro creators for authentic UGC. This came up just a few times, but always in videos about high-performing stores or case studies. The idea is, instead of paying a big influencer a lot of money, send your product to a bunch of small creators with under 50K followers. Their content will look natural, blend into feeds, and converts really well. Nissan Nathers mentioned how he sent samples to creators under 50K followers and turned $200 in product into 15 million organic views in a week. That's an absolute insane story. Now, if you want to do this yourself, it's super easy to do with any platform just by searching using hashtags. Hashtag pets, hashtag fitness, etc. And find creators with sub 50K followers and then hit them up. The ones that are accepting promotions usually have open DMs or even their contact info directly in their bio. All right, let's talk about traffic and why you shouldn't bet everything on just one platform. Tip number 9 is spread risk with multiple traffic sources. 15 creators really pounded this point home. Basically, don't go all in on one platform. Use TikTok, Reels, Shorts, or even Pinterest or Google Shopping and post the same content across all of them. That way, if one platform tanks or bans you for whatever reason, the others can still keep your sales coming in. Andy Stirling said, I post the same clip on TikTok, Reels, and Shorts, so if one platform tanks, the other 2 keeps the sales flowing. I'll add this too. Don't just diversify your platforms, diversify your target countries as well. There is a whole world out there, and sometimes the lesser used countries can give you cheaper ads, better ROI, and even stronger conversion. So don't be afraid to test outside the usual US market. For example, the Ecom King actually prefers selling to the UK because ad costs there are lower. And with all the recent uncertainty around the US-China tariffs, that is just more proof that you should diversify and de-risk your store. On Sell the Trend, it is super easy to find products that ship from different markets. Just click the Ships From dropdown, and now you have a trending list of products ready to sell with fast local shipping. All right, one more regular tip, then I've got a bonus one at the end that might actually double your conversions overnight. Tip number 10, relentlessly optimize store, ads, and emails. This came up 15 plus times. Nathan Nathers, Austin Rabin mentioned it. This really is the part that separates the decent stores from the ones that do really well. Now, I know this tip is not for beginners, but we are on level 3, so the idea here is simple. Tweak your product pages, test new ad angles, and keep improving your email flows constantly. This is the kind of stuff that can take a losing product or store and turn it into a winner. And the top sellers, they are doing this all the time. This is not a one and done type of thing. Nathan Nathers said, email and SMS now drive 30 to 40% of our revenue. Every week, I tweak flows to squeeze another percent. See, you're already getting the traffic, might as well make every visitor count. Doing these tweaks is basically free money because when you improve your conversion rate, you're literally making more money with the exact same traffic. It's really the closest thing to magic in marketing. All right, here is one more tip I couldn't leave out. This tip is low-key one of the most powerful on the entire list, especially if you are running paid traffic. Now, this one didn't show up as much, only in a couple of videos, but when it did, it came from dropshippers doing 100K a month or more. So here is your bonus level 4 unlock. Bonus tip, price for impulse buys. Basically, you want to keep your product price in that sweet impulse buy zone of under $50. This still feels cheap enough for the buyers not to think twice, but still leaves room for profit. Jeremy Rahol said, the sweet spot is the total product cost of $5 to $20, low enough to triple the price and still feel painless. So basically around that $50 price range. On Sell the Trend, not only can you filter by products that are in the sweet impulse buy zone, but you can create a custom filter that you can save, so when you are ready to find your next winning product, you can just tap that filter and you're ready to go. If you are enjoying this video so far, do me a quick favor and hit that like button, maybe subscribe if you want more videos like this. And hey, if you know someone who is about to start dropshipping, send this their way. Maybe it can help them as well. Now, here is the thing. It's not enough to just know what works. You also need to know what to avoid. After watching 10,000 hours of dropshipping content, I also saw the biggest mistakes that cause most stores to fail. If you want to skip those mistakes and save yourself thousands of dollars, watch this video next right here. Trust me, it's gonna save you a lot of pain. So yeah, that's what actually stood out to me after digging through all of those dropshipping videos. Hope it saves you some time and headaches. Until next time, power to the people.